Hi guys, welcome to another video. It is Saturday the 14th of August today and I am down the River Wye, as you can see behind me. Now if you saw the previous video, I'm down here doing a bit of barbel fishing with my friend James. We fished the morning with no joy, unfortunately, as you saw in the previous video, if you've seen that. If not, I'll link you in up there. Now, the time now is about midday. The canoes have started in force. Not doing particularly well on the barbel, so we've decided to do a bit of trotting, and that's what the subject of this video will be. I tend to split up the trotting and the ledgering videos down the Wye here. It breaks the day up as well nicely. So this video you're going to see now will be me doing some trotting. Now I would love to catch a barbel on the float, but can't catch one on the feeder at the moment. But having said that, we shall have a go. Now I've got with me my Cadence CR10 14-foot match number 2 and a Drake shouldered stick float there. CS5 Cadence Reel, and baits I'm going to be looking at using Luncheon Meat. All naturals are banned here, no maggots, no worms, so it's going to be Luncheon Meat and Pellets. So let's have a go. Enough waffle, let's get the bait in the water. It's going to be a little bit nip one pearl one around the canoes, but quite a nice colour for trotting. It's had a bit of a flush through since the algal bloom. It's still a bit brown, and you can see 3-4 foot into it, so it's a nice colour. Just putting in a few pellets and some garlic hemp. Now, we haven't had any barbel this morning yet, as you'll have seen on the previous video. However, we have had some chub and we've had lots of bangs and rattles and taps, and so I've no reason to think we're not going to catch a few chub at least. It does break the day up wonderfully as well. So I haven't had too much sleep either last night. Getting up early. So I was actually mending the dishwasher at 11 o'clock last night, and I was up at 20 past 3. So I've had about, probably not 2 hours sleep even. Perhaps just about 2 hours. So I might have a little bit of a kip before this evening. But we'll do a bit of a trotting for now anyway. I'm going to use, some Luncheon Meat, which I've got cubed up there, as you can see. It's just cubed up by hand, so it's very rough sizes. But it's probably somewhere between 10mm and ½ inch in cubes. And I've got a reasonable sized float on. It's a 4 AAA shouldered stick float. I have no idea, apart from doing some ledgering earlier, how deep it is in here. So I'm just going to inch deeper. I've gone to start off about 4 foot. I'm going to inch deeper and deeper until we start dragging bottom. Got the bulk of the shot just above the hook link, which is about 1 foot or 18 inches long. I've got just one drop of shot on the hook link as well, just to get the bait down. It can be a little bit buoyant, can't it? Luncheon Meat, being as it's primarily fat, can be very buoyant. May take a bit to get the swim going. Who knows? Who knows? We may not catch anything at all, but I would think we will. I actually fished this swim yet on the feeder. It's a completely different swim to the ones I've been fishing. A bit of an upstream wind, it's sort of coming off my left shoulder. It's not too bad at all. Bit of a dip there. I'm about 6 foot deep. think it was that deep in here, but clearly it is. Thereabouts. We're not dragging under. I think I dragged under at the bottom of the run. Aside from that, we haven't dragged under. There we go. Great stuff. Fantastic. There we are. One very wriggly little wide chub. There we go. A better fish. Yeah, definitely a better fish. Blimey. Off to Monmouth. Jim, I've got something decent on here. Yeah, I think it's a chub. I was putting a bend in this rod. I know. It was off to Monmouth a minute ago. Is it?
Yeah,
I couldn't see it. See it?
It's probably eating all that bread I've just.
I saw some float past. Really honest for me. Oh, yeah.
That's about the stamp I was having on the bottom earlier.
Okay.
Was that meat? Was it just a little cube of meat?
Yeah.
Fishing about the same depth as I am, so.
Perfectly.
It was great when you kept them on this sort of gear because it's
Proper in it.
yes.
Oh, brilliant, thanks, mate. Well, guys, how's about that on the float? It's a bit of a lump. Great fun. Did for a split second think it was that barbel, but no, I'll settle for that. That's a proper chub. Fantastic. Very pleased with that. It's lovely to catch them on float gear. I said I did for a second think it was a bar. Just for a second. Just a small one. I thought, is it? Nope. Just done a cube of luncheon meat. I think it's almost a blessing in disguise not being able to use maggots here. The amount of small fish in here, just crazy. Dace, bleak, minnows. James has been trying to fish bread. Not doing much good. Hello. Some half decent on again. Yeah, I don't think it's as big as that last one, but it's pulling. Nah, you're right, mate. Don't worry. I don't think it's that big. Well, we're doing all right. Fantastic. Wonderful stuff. It's fantastic. It's not very big. There we are, small but perfectly formed. The best way. Seem to have. You know, I'm struggling around there. Well, I'll go in here if you want. Have a run through in here. I've gone quite deep now. Yeah, I've gone a... Yeah, see, I'm about 7 now. Shallow's right up by that tree. Can't get past that tree. Even at 4 foot, I couldn't get it past that tree. But I've gone like about 7 foot deep now, and I'm just right out there. And it is dragging the bottom, but it's slowing it down. See, look, it's gone down there now. Now look, see that.
That's about as deep as I can get away with over in there. And it just keeps catching the bottom in place.
Yeah, this is, but I kind of want it dragging along the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just.
It's very big. It's probably about the same size as the one I had earlier. Great sport at catching them.
Catching on the float is great.
You can see why we were getting all hammered by bloody loads of knocks and rattles and stuff. There's that many chub in here. It's
that's a dinky little float.
Yeah, a little chub float. Good for big rivers like this when you big bait.
Yeah. Scrap properly, don't they?
They a little flipping thing as well.
Yeah. It's just keep pull and pull and pull. It just makes so much difference not having that feeder wanging around. Mm. Quiet, isn't it, in here? People stood up. Oh, well,
yeah, that's the same line as the last one.
Yeah. Not particularly big, I don't think. Got a good account of itself there.
It used to be the same sort of stump of fish now, isn't it? All,
yeah.
On the news, big news, sitting next to him,
Cool. Chub. Done me, huh? Yeah. Sort of. There we go, guys. The little chub's gone a little bit quiet in here, but still getting the odd bite. Go out just another metre and it's just, there we go.
a bit better.
Yeah. It's rattling the clutch.
Last.
It's not huge, but it's
little ones, and we're getting something half decent.
It's decent. Blimey. Doesn't match, no.
I think all that bait you've been putting in has started to bring them back up again.
Yeah. Just holding in the current. Sure enough. Well, we're into something half decent here, guys.
It's a chub. Sure it is. Getting that tree strap. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Pulling. Just plodding around.
It has to be fishing on the bottom all day with swim feeders when you can do this.
Oh, yeah.
That's better.
Bad, is it?
Yes!
That's right.
That's one.
Fantastic. Awesome. There we are, guys. Another lovely chub on the stick float. Luncheon meat. Wonderful stuff. It's absolutely fantastic. Well, we've been and had something to eat. Had a bit of a break for a good hour or so. It's gone 4 o'clock now. We were just thinking about what to do and decided we'd had such a good time trotting. We're going to do a bit more trotting before we go back on the feeder. So I think we're going to have another hour trotting to see what it turns up. Fishing a little bit over depth, dragging the bait along the bottom, because really what I need to be doing is holding back, holding the bait back a little bit, but unfortunately because I'm trying to fish out in front rather than sort of downstream, pretty difficult to hold back, or sort of pretty impossible really. So what I'm doing is letting the bait drag along the bottom, and that's kind of achieving the same result. Almost like rolling a bit of meat along the bottom, but using the float, really. Certainly seems lots of fish here. There we go. A lifter. Oh, there we go. That's a good start. Lovely stuff. Well, these chub are on it now. Fantastic, wonderful stuff. Oh, this is better. Yeah, it's a bit better. You're not? I've had 3 since we've been back. Now this thing, I think it just snagged me up. Oh, that's it, it's out. Yeah, it's not small. It's not huge, I don't think, but I'm just trying to get under my feet. Managed it.
Chub has been.
Seems to be. There we are, guys. Another lovely chub. Wonderful stuff on the float. Having a cracking time. Well, resting the swim seems to have done it good. To be honest, I'm not even going to go and try a different swim. It's fishing really well. Fish been feeding garlic hemp and cheesy garlic pellets, just fairly sparingly. So it seems to be doing the trick. James is struggling a bit in his swim. He's going to come round and we'll share this swim. We'll catch a few.
Yeah.
Nice one. That's a long way down, isn't it?
Yeah, it took me a lot further to get that one. Very big.
Dates, isn't it? I know. His mouth. Saw the mouth drop over his back.
What is that? Yeah. What's that little camera thing?
Camera.
Yeah, fair enough. That'll do it. I didn't want to know anyway.
No, it really is a camera.
What is it?
It's a speed camera.
Oh, right. What are we at? 20 knots? 200?
Instant ban. Hot stack.
Yeah.
James now has a fishing rod and
Yep.
Told you, didn't I?
Blimey. Yes. Pulling again.
That's it's the old. I'm going to give that some log and go it. The old bread did the trick.
Thanks, mate.
I reckon that's why you've been catching up all, because it's been clouding up coming down.
From your swim. It feels alright, actually.
Oh, it's going to take some line there. Just throwing that cloud in the water and just.
Right. I think it's huge, but
That's Barbel. That's Barbel.
is it?
Yeah, it's Barbel.
You losing, Tony?
No one.
I got it. Well, he's not a big one, but that's groundbreaking for me. That's my first ever barbel on the float. Wonderful stuff. He didn't fight as hard as some of those chub. Beautiful young specimen though. Only a few pound, maybe £3, maybe £4 possibly. Not important. First one on the float. Wonderful. Right, I'm not keeping him out. Let's get him back, rested up and back in the water. I think it helps as well because the meat's quite buoyant. I think it helps not catch the bottom. I bet I'm fishing at least a foot over depth, I reckon.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's a Barbel, that is.
Yeah, that's taking.
Line, that is. Yeah. Oh no!
Oh.
Ah! And that was a barbel. You could feel it, the power in it. Just took off.
He's done your uplink, has he?
Yeah, no, the up
No.
pulled. Bloody tiny little size 12.
Oh, mate. I'm gutted for you. Can I have a go? No, I really am, because that was a decent fish as well, wasn't it?
Just shallow.
Oh, hello.
Oh yeah, you've done the same thing as I did. Yeah. That's what happened to me when you're trying to get the bail on.
Yeah.
Going. I try not to swear as well. I was going straight out into the river. Take you into a
So we've got another barbel on. No, he's moving.
Troy's going to get that snag now.
Yeah. I might not have any option but to let him. It's not a chub. Let's go for that snag.
It's a big chub.
I don't feel like a barbel anymore. Mind you, I don't know how I said that.
Yeah, it's a big chub. Big chub.
Is it?
Mm.
Correction, we just seen it. It is a chub.
Took off though, didn't it?
It did. Just
Could well have been that one fish I lost. I was thinking it was a barbel.
tore off across the river. Camera down. That's the one again.
Who's going to be good at counting themselves on this sort of tackle? Nice one.
Fab. Well, what a session this is. Another absolute unit of a chub. Wonderful stuff. A fantastic time. Can't tear myself away from the trotting. Wonderful. Well, it's not a big one, but we're in again. Just a little one. You're very welcome. All I've been using the whole session is that small little cubes and luncheon meat. So that's been doing the business. As James was saying, I don't think we ended up sharing this swim because the swim he was in wasn't doing much good. But, I don't think, I kind of get the feeling that the fish are not really fished for in this manner very often. I mean, we're not bagging it up. I'm going 10-15 minutes without a bite, but we have some nice fish mixed in with lots and lots of smaller chub. Just running it along, there's a crease, there's a little crease just on the edge, sort of where the foamy water is. There's a little crease, it's a little bit slow on the inside, only a little bit. It's not a defined crease at all. Just a little bit slower on the inside, and it just seems to be there where the bigger fish are holding. Go out in the current, getting lots of smaller fish. Come in here, nothing. But just on that crease line, where the fish seem to be holding. And I'm fishing way over depth, like I say, and the bait's just trundling the bottom. At least a foot over depth, I think, we're in here, and it does shallow up a lot to this end. I'm going to have a few more casts before we call it a day. Well, that's me done for now. Wonderful middle of the day trotting down here on the River Wye, and accomplished something that was on my bucket list, is to catch a barbel on the float. I managed to do it, so I'm absolutely over the moon. So all there is left to do is say thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that half as much as I did. Tight lines, enjoy your own angling. Many thanks to the channel patrons for your support, and I'll see you all again very soon.